Hey everyone, and welcome to the game of Eko. For all who don't know what Eko is, it is a online trading card game for PC and mobile phones. And in Eko, you play as an ancient being called God, Galactic Organic Disperser. And as him, you build ecosystems and control vast species of aliens, all while you battle to destroy your opponent's ecosystem. So in this video, I'll be teaching you on how to play it. But before I do that, there are three cards I want to go over with you that's in the game: field cards, event cards, and alien cards. And let's learn about the field card. So on every field card there's two numbers. The first number you see is its life points. For this one it's 25. And the second number is its resource points. For this card it's 30. Some field cards have added effects or consequences which will be located on the bottom box. Once the field's life points hits 0, it's sent to the grave. And you use resource points to summon aliens. And resource points are replenished once the alien is no longer in the zone. Alright, next we have event cards. Event cards are used to help you during your game in many different ways, from doing damage to healing to strengthening your creatures. So there's several different field event cards. There's weather that lasts for several turns, boost cards that support your alien, normal event cards which can only be used on your turn, active cards that stay active during the entire game, and quick play cards which can be actually used on your opponent's turn. Once an event card, some event cards consume resource points, and once an event card is used, it goes straight to the grave. Next, we have my favorite card, alien cards. Alright, on top you see the creature's name. To the left, it's the resource cost. To the right, it's life points. Below, it's next to its type is what I call the habitat bar. These are fields. The habitat bar holds gems which represent what other fields this card can be played on. Alright, as usual, once life points hit 0, the card goes straight to the grave. And the resource cost number represents how much resource points get taken up when placed in a zone, as well as reduces your field's life points if the alien dies. Alright, now we'll learn how these alien cards play. Yellow bullet points are its abilities, which stay active as long as the alien's on the field. Red points are its attacks. This is how they do damage to other field cards and alien cards. Blue points mean its defense. It's how these aliens defend themselves against other aliens when being attacked. Another thing you'll see on the card is the creature's bio, which is a short story about it, its species, its height and weight. Alright, next there's 10 types of field and alien cards: fire, sand, air, nature, water, lightning, earth, ice, haze, and magma. And just remember this: you can only play the same color alien on the same color field, with the exception of the colored gems located on the alien's habitat bar. Right, there's a few ways to win in Eko. If you destroy 5 of your opponent's field cards, if your opponent runs out of cards to draw, or if he has no field cards in any of his field zones. Alright, so now we can actually learn how to play. Right. When you start the game, each player draws 6 cards. If you don't have any field cards in your hand, you show your hand, put your cards back in your deck, shuffle, and redraw until you have at least 1 field card in your hand. And to place an alien, you must have a field card in either field zone. for this tutorial, we put it in the front. Alright, now that we have our field card down, we're able to place an alien. And you'll notice that this field resource points is 20, while the resource cost of the alien is 6, meaning that we have 14 more points to use to play any other alien. Alright, and when you start your turn, you draw a card. Before I forget, whoever starts the game first doesn't draw a card on the very first turn. Alright, so we're going to place down a field card in the back zone, which allows us to place an alien down. And placing cards in the back zone is a great strategy because this allows you to protect them, lets you set up, and creatures in the back zone can't be attacked or can't attack either if there's cards in your front zone. Alright, so we'll draw another card, and then we drew an event card. You can play as many event cards as you like during your turn. Just remember, some event cards use up resource points. So we'll play this one, which lets us draw 2 cards. Alright, this is where things get a little bit interesting. Right, you can actually play other field cards on top of each other, increasing their life points and resource points. And by me placing a fire field on top of an earth field, it actually allows me to play fire cards in the same zone as earth cards. And with more resource points, we can actually evolve certain creatures, making them even stronger. Just remember this, you can't evolve a creature the turn that it's been placed down. You actually have to wait a turn. Alright, so as turns go by and you placing cards and playing cards, place down another fire salamander, draw again, and now I actually drew a fusion card. Just like animals in real life, these aliens can form a symbiotic relationship, and by fusing them you can make your aliens even stronger. Unlike evolution cards, you can actually fuse them the turn that they've been placed. But if you fuse aliens, they can't attack the turn that they've been fused. So I'll draw a new card, and now I'm about to do something that's called migrating. That's when you move a card from the front to the back or the back to the front. But when you migrate, that creature that migrated can't attack. And now you'll see that I actually drew a sand card. And I'm able to play in either zone because this sand card has a red and brown gem in its habitat zone. I'm able to place it in a fire field because of that. Alright, now I'll teach you on how to battle. So every creature can attack at least once per turn. And let's see, I'm going to migrate my creature in the back to the front, but by doing so he can't attack. I will have my Jelly Star attack his Flyby, and my Fire Dragomander attack his Spear Nose Falcon. As you see, my opponent reduced his life points by the total of his 2 creatures' resource cost. And whenever aliens leave the front or back zone, it replenishes the field's resource points. Oh, I completely forgot to mention, as you see, each field has its own life points. I have my front zone, the fire field has 15, the water field has 25, and the total resource points of them both is 50. But right now my resource points are at 30 because of my aliens. Right, now it's my opponent's turn, and he actually can't do much because as long as there's a field in the front zone, aliens in the back zone can't be attacked or attack. He can migrate his creature, but even then it still can't attack. So this is the position you want to try to avoid. Now it's my turn again. And if you have no aliens in your zone, you can actually attack the field directly. I'm going to attack him with my Fire Dragomander and then my Leafy Shrimp Dragon, destroying his airfield. And before I forget, when destroying a field, if there's any aliens in that zone of the same type, they get destroyed too. But if you have multiples of the same color fields, those aliens stay on the field. As long as they're the same color field, they're able to be in play. Alright, since now his front field is gone, I'm able to attack his back field. So I'm going to attack his Flyby with my Jelly Star and send it to the grave. And he subtracts 1 point from his life points, because that's what Flyby's resource cost was, 1 point. And since his last field only has 1 life point left, it's destroyed, winning me the game. Because when you have no cards, no field cards on the field, you win the game. Alright. And thank you for taking the time to watch my game. Please check out my Facebook. I will have a website and Kickstarter started real soon, so please look for it. Alright, thank you. Take care.